Hello, welcome to Abidashery, and today I am going to show you how I wrap my Etsy parcels. For those of you who don't know, I've had an Etsy store for 5 years now. I sell tie-dye everything, and I have a rather unique way that I wrap my parcels. When I first started my Etsy shop 5 years ago, I didn't even really consider the packaging too much. Then, as my shop got bigger, I decided I kind of needed to brand myself in some way, make my parcels stand out. So when a customer receives my parcel, I want them to feel like they're opening a birthday present. Because what I noticed about online shopping is if a parcel arrives and it's really nicely packed, or there's a little card in there from the vendor, like that makes me feel really special, and I'll probably tell someone about it as well. I remember reading a blog years ago now about the unboxing experience, and that is what made me start to think about how I was going to wrap my parcels. Now, I do upcycling in my store, and I wanted to replicate that ethical value in my packaging. So I use old maps that I pick up from thrift stores, or friends and family give me them, or I get them off the internet. But these are old, used maps of the UK, and that is what I use to wrap my parcels. I also include a handmade card. This is the handmade card that you will find in every Abidashery order, and this is made by either me or my boyfriend. Actually makes them also. So you see that it's a heart. Inside there is a gift voucher for my online store, not my Etsy shop, and there is a stamped message. I used to write these all by hand at one time, so the process for cards has become a lot more efficient. In the early days, making a handmade card wasn't such a big deal because I didn't have anywhere near the amount of orders I have now. So in those days I used to take quite a lot more time over the cards. We used to cut the hearts out by hand, and now we've got like a die cutting machine. I used to write all the cards, messages by hand, and now we have a stamp. These little things over time kind of had to become more efficient so that I could keep doing things like putting a handmade card in my parcel, because it's just really lovely to do that. So now you've seen what an Abidashery parcel looks like. Let me take you through the process of me wrapping, from ironing to this. So the first thing I do is iron the garment. This is the least fun part of my job. I have all my packaging to hand, so once it's ironed, I put it straight into its plastic packet, and I put in one of my cards and the washing instructions. Once they're in the plastic packets, it is ready to wrap them in tissue paper with their lovely cards, so that is the next step. And once I've wrapped it in the tissue, I close it with a lovely little Abidashery sticker. And the last step is to wrap it in the map. And that is it, that's your Abidashery parcel ready to go. There are so many other ideas you could come up with to wrap parcels, and I'm sure there are loads of different ways that other Etsy stores wrap their parcels, because people on Etsy tend to be really creative, so I think often you'll find quite creative packaging when you buy from Etsy. So thank you so much for joining me while I wrap my parcels. If you have an Etsy store and you have a unique way that you like to wrap your parcels, I'd love to hear about it in the comments below. So thank you so much for watching. I will see you next time. Bye.